In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this isn't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this isn't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit.
Hey, Bunny, can you hear me? Hey, Jane, let me know if you guys can hear me. Because this is always my fucking issue. So, let me know. Okay, great. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are good. I love it. Sorry, you guys. I really honestly want to post your. Every time I think about it, I need to redo and put at least a couple mods, but life is just not that way. In my mind, it does not work that way. But I love y'all, and I'm so glad you guys are here. I literally would like to just discuss some things, and honestly, if anyone wants to come up and talk, I think that from this point forward, I'm going to do at least once a week where I don't care what we talk about, but I want to talk about life with you guys. And while this case is forever ongoing, and I'm not going to give up my fight for Bryan Kohberger or whoever, for truth and real justice, I think that I'm going to do that. And there's so many documents to go over. However, there's a lot of other cases that have to be paid attention to as well. And thank you guys. Yeah, please do hit the like. And Red Metal, it's good to see you. So good to see you. Been thinking about you. Hope everything's well. I hope you're doing better. I just, man, it's been a lot for a long time. And not only this case, but the side things that people have also had to endure. Not just me, but others. And so I kind of just wanted to get on here and check in. I have a lot to say about the documents that I've been reading. I just feel like I'm not going to get on here and read the same documents that everybody else is reading as well. Like, why? I mean, I guess I could, but that's not who I am. So I'd rather pick and choose the documents, and I already have a couple. And I'll go through those this week. I have a couple things that stood out horrendously to me about this case, like Showalter, and things that I know about what happened that I firmly believe happened. So hopefully I might go live again tomorrow. I have to go handle some legal stuff in the morning for the person I'm helping in prison and his medical situation. And hopefully they take it serious, because even when the Innocence Project picks you up, they don't. Prison's a different realm. And so I do want to just tell those of you, now that I'm saying this, hello, everybody. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here. Sorry if I miss you. I really, really, really am not trying to miss you guys. I just have to focus. ADHD brain. I have to like focus or I'll never get to the point of anything. But I also decided I'm not going to not go live, even if I just want to chat with you guys. I think that this case has been such a impact on this world. All of us who are really, so many of us are really truly impacted by this. And I do believe it's fine to go live and just talk about it, because that's what counselors do. That's what people do when people have been affected by a tragedy. And we've all been affected, literally. And so I just hope you guys, I mean, if y'all ain't here, then I know you don't want to be here. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm not going to deal with if people talk shit about people like myself. And it's not happened, but I feel like it has happened in a sense. Like, if I don't have a bunch to say, or if my live goes 5 hours, if y'all are here, I'm here. And that's nobody's business but ours, right? So I don't know. That's my personal opinion. Some of us have been truly heavily affected, and I'm one of them. And I think that we all have the right to discuss our feelings, how we feel, what we think. We still are not okay with what went on. So I just have to say, I mean, I'm not Lana. I'm not going to be all organized. I swear Lana's like the opposite 85 baby version of me. But I love Lana. Like, she's great at what she does. But if you want to talk feelings and shit, come here. I mean, maybe that's the good, positive part about it. I literally believe I came here to help people in whatever way. And maybe I might not even help you, so don't sue me later. What was war? Yes, it's in my profile. If you click it, it will show you my email. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Your little cousin's getting, oh my God. What is the carvery, by the way? Good. Hi, guys. I'm so happy you guys are all here. Sorry, I try and post everybody in the chat, but I also try and process everything you guys are saying. And like, honestly, I'm like, what the hell are you guys saying? And like, the carvery, what is that? And you guys, I have to be honest, I'm going to get not after, because I don't know when Bryan's going to be exonerated, because I do believe he'll be exonerated. However, I'm not going to feed you a bunch of legal documentation. Ann Taylor, that's her job. Ann Taylor should be telling us something. I hope at some point someone on that team comes out and says something, because I think that would mean a lot. But I have so much to say, and I'm trying to give it grace before I speak on so many things I'm very, very passionate about. I can't tell you guys Bryan didn't do this. And I'm sorry, you guys, if anyone's rude in the chat. I do not have mods. I deleted them all because I got to the point where I trusted nobody. So I just expect you guys to be kind and please be nice to one another, which you mostly are. But if someone comes in here loud and stupid, just like, I don't know, put a bunch of fucking bombs in the thing and I'll see it. Hey, Bubbly. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for listening. Yes, free Bryan, you incompetent moth. Free Bryan. Bubbly. I can't even say it. Free Bryan, you incompetent assholes in Moscow. 100%. Prove to us that Bryan Kohberger did not do what y'all are telling us he did, because they don't know. And anyone with half a brain will tell you, if you watch all the interviews after, it's almost disgusting. And that's part of why I hesitate to speak at this point, because every person is now saying, well, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Imagine that being your child as Bryan Kohberger's mother. who I've heard is not well. Like, she's ill. I don't know with what. Maybe it's a rumor, but imagine being her. And guess what? His family did show up. So the people who want to say his family said he was fucking cleaning his car and doing weird shit, maybe he's just weird because he didn't clean his car prior to his trip with his dad. I mean, there's so much to this case that we don't know. And if he's involved, he surely is not involved by himself. And I do believe he's not involved. I believe he may have made friends with Molly McDonald's, who didn't deliver McDonald's or food to the house, but delivered otherwise. I think that this is a shit show and a disgrace to the American justice system. I feel like people have to pay attention. And I think it's not just about justice. It is justice, but it's also about what's actually happening in our country with trafficking, humans, other things, parts of humans. And it's also about, we have to wake up. I mean, I want to be honest with you guys. I struggle with a lot because I'm a mixed race human being. And I purposely piss my mother off sometimes when I make comments about certain things. After this case, when I've learned what I've learned, I make comments like it's the effing Mormons. While Lori Vallow and her little shit show of, whatever. I'm not even giving her enough energy to talk about what she said. Rexburg, Idaho is not far from where these people were. And I think people are missing the point that nobody wants to talk about what the worst of the worst is going on in this country. And it is demonic, the worst of the worst, satanic. Children are groomed and raised to behave a certain way. I just think we have to open our eyes. And I really, truly believe this case is heavy on my heart for whatever reason. And I will always say that. And one day I hope I can share my very first newspaper article that I wrote for, that I got the whole front page about human trafficking. And it's just weird to me, you guys, that I would write that, and how would I ever know? How would I ever know? And 3 months later, my dad was dead. 4 months later, these kids were gone. And this has been my focus. I believe in coincidence, just not in coincidence in Idaho. You guys understand? Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, because I don't want to put people. Oh, yeah? Where are you at, Top Carib? How do you know what my neck of the woods is, by the way? Just checking. My neck of the woods is all over America. But yeah, hi, Bubs. Hi, everybody that joined. Thank you for being here. I legit am grateful. True Crime says, I was just watching Angie from True Crime Network. They were reading this stuff, then going, oh, well, that detective is twisting her words. Right. Like, now yeah. Because it is, mainstream media is eating their own words, literally, you guys. They don't know what to do because they're like, what? I mean, how do you sleep at night if you don't read those documents and say, what the freaking F? Legit. I want Bryan Kohberger himself to face-to-face me and say, yeah, I killed him. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe it. So I hope, I'll send him I hesitated all this time because I didn't want to be the one person who was trying to contact Bryan Kohberger. I know how to contact prisoners. and he has a tablet. I didn't want to be that girl, though, that the news was like, oh, it's her. I mean, I don't have great birthing hips, and, I'm not really a liar or a shit talker. So I don't know. I'd ask if he'd like to play with my dog, but that's because apparently Bryan had a dog. And he's been shit all over because of everything he did. He's weird. So what? So what? I'm so pissed at this whole situation. Grooming Murphy. Bubbly. So do we believe this homeless person is the same potential person that went to North Carolina and reported to the sheriff's office that he was going to be the one who would get this pinned on him? Talked about Kevin, Alan, and Aaron yet again. Kevin rides e-bikes or motorbikes or motorcycles. I found a lot last night, actually, Bubs, after talking. And I found a note. My note was stuck to my, chin this morning. I had a Post-it stuck to my face of what we talked about, Bubbly. And I just laughed. I was like, I guess I have to remember this one. I was like, what the hell? But if someone was out there, and you have to believe, Murphy was not in that house. Murphy was not ever brought back to that house until he wasn't going to be on top of his mommy. And I saw that, Bubs, and I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means when the reports state Murphy would, wander off in the woods and not come back. Someone was clearly probably luring Murphy, but it's hard for me not to victim shame, I guess, because I'm like, what the hell were you letting Murphy just wander off for? I'm a little bit of a crazy dog mom, so maybe that's normal. I just can't believe everything we've read in all of this. Who the hell, why? Bryan Kohberger? Where did y'all find Bryan Kohberger versus every other option? Oh, because Bryan's an outsider. Bryan's an outsider. That's why. And you're protecting rich kids. That's Hunter Johnson didn't take a pulse of a person. He didn't see blood all over. He did not need to take a pulse, in my personal opinion. The hell did he need to take a pulse for? What was war? What do you want me to forward to? Me and Bubbly, I will, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep my mind straight so you guys actually can follow my thought process. But yeah. And Bill Thompson. He literally said something, and I hope I can find it because I want to do a quick video. He said in one of his interviews after the court hearing, he said something about Kaylee's dad. And it was like, well, in the effects, don't quote me, but he was like, in a sense, it was like, it wasn't about him. We did what we did. It wasn't about him. That was the takeaway. And so I'm like, that's pretty shitty, which I get it. I don't know Steve's motives. I'm not trying to talk badly about any of these families. However, I still believe what I believed from day one. And until someone tells me otherwise, I'm still going to believe what I was told. And so far, what I was told was all of this. And at the end of the day, y'all, none of us are going to know if Bryan Bryan, in my mind, he better not be spending the rest of his life in prison. Yes, yes. Murphy was picked up, but the reports show it was like assumingly after the fact that they found Murphy, and then Murphy was released from the animal shelter to Jack, which is, I'm sorry, I don't understand. I would have to physically go to Idaho and be in that street to decipher what I truly believe happened, because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Dylan and Bethany didn't not hear anything. Dylan and Bethany heard everything. Jack Decor probably heard everything. I don't believe this was some quiet night in Idaho. I mean, why didn't, what's his face, James Patterson, label the book A Quiet Night in Idaho? Not whatever, One Night in Idaho. Because it's not quiet. Hey, your favorite uncle. Thank you for being here. I know, so Bubbly is the one. I know when I can't read, or when my first instinct doesn't go to any initials, I'm like, I just have to get a hold of Bubs. Bubs knows everything. Bubs knows this. And for Bubbly to be hated on by anyone, I don't care if it was a family member of a victim. Honestly, shout out to Bubbly, because in my mind, that means Bubbly knows things people don't want known. And I love you, Bubs. You do. You've gotten your amount of hate, but you also have your amount of love. And your efforts, your dedication to the truth, you're not trying to bring bullshit to people. You really aren't, Bubs. And we all know this. And I think we all adore you for this. And hence, we're going to get to what we're going to get to for you, Bubs. Because honestly, you guys, at the end of the day, when someone's so dedicated, we're all dedicated, but Bubbly has her special bubbly effect. And I think when sometimes people hate on you for reasons that are right but wrong. And at the end of the day, where's the truth lie? Well, what's Bubbly got to lose? We all have to pay attention. This is a case that's changing our world, you guys. Literally changing our world. And don't make me, I know, Bubbly, I was going to cry talking about you, so don't tell me that, because you guys, literally, Bubbly makes video. If she cries, I'm crying. And I'm like, she's about to cry, and I'm crying in the middle of the night. Like, if you don't follow Bubbly Waters, please go do. If any of you have a channel, please just put your channel. I don't have mods that can share right now, because I gave up trusting everyone, and I lost my shit a while back, because this case will make you crazy. But I just wanted you guys to know, I think Bubbly is amazing, and I will be doing something soon. You guys will see, and I keep saying this. You'll see very soon. And I hope that we're all able to help Bubs out. But I'm not saying it till it's time to say it. But I really believe there's a reason that all of us have come together. All the good, the bad, the indifferent. Everything we've all gone through this case. And may that be the legacy that these kids have left. Because some of us got stronger. Some of us still have to learn to be strong, but we all fought for the right reason. You know what I mean, you guys? Like, we all, at the end of the day, whatever we believe in, we all wanted these kids to get justice. And I don't believe justice is being served. And I find it very hard to believe that these parents are taking that as justice being served. And if they, I can't make commentary, because I just I'll leave it about the parents, that I will never not think the two richer elite families they let the other families take the burden based on their past, and that's BS to me. I really feel like, oh, because they're not going to be looked into because they have money. That's how Idaho rolls. And I know I gave information to Kaylee's family long ago. I'd love to know who the hell Papa Rogers is then. Who is Papa Rogers? Because it's not Bryan. So who is it? Is it the same person as 1122 King Road Clue who made that movie? And I do believe, I think maybe either later or tomorrow I have to go to the law library in the morning, but tomorrow I might play that whole video because I got really freaked out when I saw the interview with the detectives and the Asianish woman discussing this case, because it ties into exactly, almost fitting to the 1122 King Road Clue midnight special, whatever the hell video. I'd love to know, and I'd love to see in record that they cleared that person. Who was that? But I will definitely, if I can't go live, I will share what I'm talking about because it blew my mind earlier. She's the literal lady that was in this movie with the feds and the prosecution. It's just, and Dollinger, I think. It's wild. And I was like, is this crazy or am I crazy? Hi, Just Trelly. Sorry, I'm just trying to pay attention to your guys' names. But thanks for being here, you guys. I legit just can't even believe what the hell's going on. Like, and I'm not going to lie. Like, I firmly believe what I believe. I don't believe this was just tied to drugs. I'm telling y'all, I believe drugs were involved, obviously. And so Ethan's parents can't say drugs weren't involved. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. I have a picture of Maddie and Kaylee when they were doing that video. I'm sure Bubbly will be one that knows exactly what I'm saying. When they were at some concert and Kaylee had pigtails in her, like up in like pigtails, both sides, but like bun pigtail. And that same trip, they have powder, white powder on the hotel like dresser. I'm not judging them, but I'm gonna judge when you're gonna say 2 days after your kid was killed for the Chapins that this wasn't a drug thing or it wasn't a love triangle. Okay, how do you know? You don't even have the autopsy. How do you know? Thanks, Bubs. Thank you, guys. And yes, police, fraternal order. I've been saying this, and I didn't shout it to the rooftops because I'm probably the last person that needs to be doing such a thing. But you know what? I don't care. Because at the end of the day, well, at the end of the day, if they really want to know, I told y'all I'm 68% Scottish. So I think I deserve my right to say something about the 33rd degree Mason shit. And I joke about it, but I'm also serious about it. And obviously, I'm very concerned about why nobody's talking about the people I was told that did this. And I firmly now believe it's set in stone that that was on purpose. And I don't know. But Jack Showalter, why John is called Jack, number one. John Jack. He's not John Jack. He's John Roger with a D, Showalter. I'm not blaming him. I think he's a little asshole. But, and I've spoke to him personally for 5 seconds on Instagram. He's an asshole. He lived at Queen Road. We have, and these are things I will either make a video or go over. But the blood in his apartment, I mean, what? But Bryan Kohberger is sitting behind bars because his touch DNA was all that mattered. Please make that make sense. And these girls and everyone, I'm not saying Dylan's innocent by any means. However, I've always said in my mind, Bethany, and I will say, I heard Lana say earlier, Bethany said she does not, and I have not seen this in a document. So if someone knows which document it is that Bethany said she does not know Jack Showalter, please inform me, because that's a bunch of bullshit. There's a picture of her and him in high school, and I will figure out how to prove they're cousins. But I want to know why Lana thinks that where did Lana read that? Because if that's stated, that's a crock of shit in and of itself. That's exculpatory evidence, because I don't care. Maybe Bethany didn't know she was related to Bryan, but she knows John Showalter 100%. If they aren't cousins, like I'm telling you, they're 100% a picture of them in high school together. So that's a lie. Lie, lie, lie. They're all lies. Thanks, Red Metal. And see, you guys, like, I don't know. I try and plan. I write out things that I want to say to go live. But then all these things come flooding back to me. Everybody else can do their proper professional whatever. I just want to talk about what we all see. And I literally don't care if people talk shit like, oh, she just is all over the place. Cool, I'm all over the place. If I'm all over the place, then nobody has to be here. Like, I'm not, holding a gun to people's head, making them be here. I just want to talk reality with people. Hey, Doc Terry. So good to see you. It's been so long. I hope you're well and your doggies are well. I hope they did not, Bubbly, give Murphy any powder. You really heard that Murph's been... See, here's the thing with Murphy. I followed Jack's Instagram with Murphy. Every picture I see of Kaylee and Murphy, I saw it last night. My mom witnessed it. I came across it just in my phone, just Kaylee and Murphy, that I had taken a while ago, because I keep having to delete everything. Murphy and Kaylee just break my heart. And to think that I will never believe that dog was in that house, because if the doors were open, that dog would have, sadly, the dog would have blood on it. And it's not. Hi, Truth Seeker. Good, Doc Terry. It's so good to see you. I think about you often. I think about half of you often. I think I'm a little bit of a, I worry about my peeps. I really do appreciate you guys. I want you guys to know that, you guys truly do matter, and you've made such an impact throughout this whole crazy situation. And I don't want that to go unnoticed. I really, really don't. I appreciate each one of you. I appreciate you guys. Those of you who have shared your own stories, I appreciate you guys. And I just want you guys to know that from the bottom of my heart. Jess Trelly says, what is the reason they changed the time frame from 3 to 4? Because it wasn't fitting what Bethany and Dylan were saying at the end of the day. And because I don't believe it ever would fit. I believe Ethan was the target. I believe Ethan and Xana were the first to go. And then I believe Maddie and Kaylee. My question is, and if you're out there listening, and and I'm not trying to start shit with you because now I really don't know who the fuck you are. But Tamara Terry, who has, pledged allegiance to the story of everything that was 5 minutes after my very first YouTube video. Tamara Terry, her story has been one of which had to do with money being disposed of or drugs being disposed of. And my main concern is the fact that, in my opinion, I saw someone comment that a beanbag gun could pop off like whatever Bethany might have seen, like a firework, maybe. I don't know that. I don't know what a beanbag gun even is, but I was told early on that Kaylee, her face was done like that. I'm sorry, I should have said trigger warning, but I want to know what the hell. And if you know that, then why didn't you tell it? Why are you telling it to me? I'm not tell it to Elle. Tell me, don't tell the cops. That's not who I am. And I've said that for almost 3 years now. Make your own channel. Tell the cops. Do something else. But there's so much more to that story. And now I want to know why nobody, why, if you have that story, why are you not telling why are you not going to tell people? Tell the cops. Don't tell me. The fuck am I doing about it? I literally am very concerned at the things I've been told and I literally am still getting emails as of, what was it, July 18th from Translucent Casa Miriam, or Translucent, aka Casa Miriam, who was found out, who called me the N-word over and over and over and over, and then wants to invite me to go to Ada County Courthouse with them. I mean, these people out here are wild. Something is not right with this. I mean, it's never been right. We knew that, you guys. But in my opinion, whoever Tamara is that's been messing with me, they've told the truth about some of the factors in this case. But why would you tell the world and not tell the cops? That's my concern. And Tim, God rest your soul, Daddy. I'm not talking, my dad was Tim. And maybe this is how we're all going to solve the case, because at the end of the day, Xana's mom called her a firecracker. Weird, now that we hear to this. But Xana's birthday was a day after my dad's, July 5th. My dad is July 3rd. I was told long ago Xana's mom called her little firecracker. My favorite holiday with my dad, his birthday, July 3rd, fireworks, firecrackers. And then I find that this is all tied to a Tim EWA, Tim Ewa? I don't know who that is. I actually have never even Googled him. Maybe I should. Bubbly, I'm sure has. But I'm tired of people popping out bullshit. If y'all know the truth, why have you held on to it? Now a man is fucking convicted 4 times over. So if you know the truth and you know the truth and the truth and the truth about what happened, and you're not telling me Bryan Kohberger did it, so what the hell? Hence my need to be concerned of my own safety, because that's kind of creepy. If you don't have the balls to tell it yourself, like I've told you, Tamara Terry, aka any person with 4 numbers after their name, come on. Literally, I don't understand. You care so much. Go tell it to the people that matter. Don't call Moscow. Don't call Idaho. Call somebody that fucking actually gives a fuck. But that obviously hasn't happened. Hey, Les. Hey, everybody else. Sorry, I feel like every time I fucking go live, I get pissed. And it's just like fucking... Oh, Jane, happy late birthday. I'm sorry. I had a note of the people right from the beginning that I asked y'all, and I'm sorry. June's a hard month for me. And then the beginning of July, and now the rest of July has just been kind of tough. And I wish I could like make a calendar where people could like post. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do my best because honestly, everything. Yeah, Amanda. Yeah. I looked and looked and I learned not to look on the dark web. I saw a lot of things that one would not expect to seem like you wouldn't expect to witness until you do. And then you realize I kept literally seeking because I was like, if there was a film made, it's got to be here. But I don't even hardly know how to even search the dark web or the deep web or whatever. Then I was told I was probably going to be put on like a terrorist list. So I stopped it. I was like, never mind. I'm cool. I mean, I'm not looking for myself. I have a proper reason. But I do believe, and then somebody, I saved it on my YouTube yesterday. There was some random channel I found that talked about the snuff film. And do you guys remember at the beginning of this, the Moscow Slayer? And I literally can't, I actually haven't looked, but the ties to Sarah Osborne, now that I'm saying this, it's coming back to me. Shit. Sarah Osborne 184 on, I believe, Instagram. Go there, but don't, Amanda, don't do it. I saw things I didn't think I would ever see. Luckily for me, I was able to quickly determine it wasn't what I was looking for. So I had to get off. Like I was like, get away, get away, get away. Like once I realized everything I clicked on was not what I was looking for. But it was wild to me that people actually do this and they're really doing it. Like they're really offing people, videoing it, and it's just disgusting. But I think you guys watch. You guys want to watch, I don't know how many, if you've seen the video I already am about to talk about, if you've watched the IDAHO4 revealed video that was put out, I believe, yesterday, about the ending of this, let me know. Put a 1 if you've seen it. If not, I'll share it. It's deep, and it's very sad. So if you're not ready to watch, right, Just Trelly. Well, here's the thing. I want to know, who is it that Lana has in her old video when she used to do her intro? Who is the redheaded guy? Is what I want to know. Is that Jack? Who is that? Yeah, last night I watched the IDAHO4 revealed. I really believe IDAHO4 revealed is someone who knows exactly what happened and to the T. But I mean, it's not like a long video, but Bryan Kohberger was framed. I just need to know why was Bryan framed, really? Was it because he does have DNA connected to people there because he's an outsider? I just feel like this is so deep. Okay, Les. I'm going to find it because at the end of the day, you guys, it's just really, yeah, just Charlie, you're right. And I'm tired of pretending. I'm not saying it doesn't tie into trafficking of drugs because I firmly believe it does. I also believe that house was a house of, what is some old man walking out? I'm sorry, but I don't care what those girls were doing, what Ethan was doing. I want to make it very clear. They could do whatever they did, and still in my heart of hearts, they did not deserve to be harmed or be killed. So I want to make that very, very clear. Well, don't be hating. Here's the thing. I heard Lana earlier say that Bethany in one of the documents, and now I have to find the document, Bethany claims she doesn't know John Showalter. I'm almost 99.8% positive they're cousins, but there's a picture of them. They went to high school together. She cannot say she does not know him, period. Like, end of story. It's bullshit. And I firmly also believe if I had the ability to continue digging deeper into the DNA, she and Showalter are likely very much related cousin-wise to Bryan. I cannot confirm this, though. I can't. I just can't. Because the minute I spoke on certain things, everything, even like Bryan's boxing picture that Grandma, rest her soul, from Vegas had posted, it's gone. And now Willie, Mr. Willie, Truth Nation Exposed, he don't like me because I said, well, that's odd. You come up and you show up as Willie from Pennsylvania who knows Bryan, but Bryan's name is Willie and his grandma's photo, and you see it. It's not me titling it, it's her. So I realized today I was blocked now from Lily's chat. So cool, Willie. What the fuck you got to hide? That's my question. I'm tired of everyone acting like I'm such a fucking hater. No, maybe I'm an investigator of the truth is what I am. And today when I realized I was blocked, I was like, that's cool. So obviously I'm speaking truth. So who is Willie from Pennsylvania? I don't know. I'm tired. Just Charlie, I don't have it in me to look into any more of these people and their names because it leads down a path of 7 million others. However, I will say, I do believe Bryan also may have ties to Burroughs and Rhodes, but I don't have it. There's not enough when I'm not looking at Bryan. What I will say is that I believe I bet my life Bryan is related to Judge Hippler. I bet my life on it. And I don't have proof to prove it, but I did that too. I showed y'all that too. There's a twin out there of Bryan's little great uncle or cousin. This is all dirty, dirty, dirty. It's dirty to me. But I'm not the girl who's going to be the one I'm not here to do that. I already have lived my life after I wasn't supposed to. And so when Bryan responded to the judge, you guys, and I'll read chat in a second. When Bryan responded to the judge, And he said, I respectfully decline, or whatever he said. That I've worked with autistic children. I know autistic. I feel like I know if I went to a doctor, I'm too young. I mean, I wish too young, too old. I know my diagnosis would be high functioning autism. Bryan is smart. He's on the Asperger's level. The way he responded, I've literally worked with kids, I've worked with parents. My best friend is still working with autistic children, and I keep telling her, make a YouTube channel to help parents. She'd be rich and they'd be, well, much better off. But when he responded that, I said, oh my God, he's so autistic. Like this, hey TK, he's really autistic. And it's a damn shame. I can't sleep at night. I go to bed and I wake up and I pray for Bryan Kohberger. Because now, if I'm wrong, he was no fed. He's literally left to be dead. And the jokes and the shit that people are saying about him, what a damn shame. And that includes Steve G. And the whole family. Y'all, he has something waiting for him. That's cool. Your brother, Nathan Goncalves, because I was spent all day yesterday looking his ass up. I don't think that's fair. Your brother killed someone. How is he any better than Bryan Kohberger? Makes no sense. Your brother deserves life in prison. Bryan doesn't. And I don't buy the bullshit. I don't believe he thinks Bryan killed his child. If he did, I believe Steve would have been what my dad would have been, and ain't nothing, no podium to keep him from attacking Bryan Kohberger in that courtroom, period. And Olivia, I pray for her because she's obviously definitely dealing with some type of something. Because to have 4 children and be probably 95 pounds, I was 95 pounds a couple of years ago. And I was also 95 pounds when I got my license, my driver's license. And I think Olivia is very well spoken. I'm not shitting on this family. I'm just saying, tell the truth or stop talking. And for Kara, here's my thing, you guys, and I'll read. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm trying to keep my thoughts together. I'll lose them. For the 2 families, Ben Mogen gets up there. He's had my heart from day one. The way he speaks about his child. My dad wasn't perfect. He has, I'm sure, plenty of regrets, that Ben Mogen. And when I heard him speak about his only child, which is what I was, day one, I would repeat it because my dad had just died. So when Ben got up to speak, he was the realest person up there saying he fucked up. He fucked up. He fucked up. And I think that speaks volumes as to the truth and the matter of this whole thing. I don't think any of them have a clue if they were taken because of a shit of their parents. But I damn well know no parent in this case, not the 2 that are being pinned, are the ones to blame. Money is the motive. Think about everything we've learned in this case. And then go look up. Just go watch how the Chapin kids look at their mom and the dad when they're talking in the most recent things. I'm not making this shit up, you guys. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to expose what most people don't want to expose. And you know why? Because I've heard someone I know has been a victim of this. Elite families do not do everything. They're not just happy-go-lucky, wonderful people, which you would think you would just be. Even if you don't want your kids, get a babysitter and pay them to keep your kids busy, and you don't have to deal with them. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. And until people want to understand the reality, and this is where and I'm sorry if people don't like it or appreciate it or understand it, I'm going to move my channel in a direction of meaning, and that's okay if people aren't ready to understand. I hope people are, though, because I never believed in any of this until this whole case happened. It kind of shattered my like happily ever after picture of life. But at the end of the day, people are trafficking in many ways in our neighborhoods. And I wish I could show you. Thank you for being here, Christina. It bothers me that I can't share my work I've done. It really does. To me, it was meant to be. Literally, you guys, the first newspaper article, April 14, 2022, I guess. Yeah, 2022. April 14th, 2022. I went first job as a journalist. So proud of myself. Had my friend go with me. I was so happy with myself. My dad was so proud. My mom was so proud. I went to a church, and the church I actually went to preschool at. What are the odds? The sheriff's department was there. The county was there. Speakers from other cities, bigger cities, were there talking about trafficking. I wrote an article. I got the fucking whole front page. First article ever written as a journalist for the newspaper. I'm proud of that. And it sucks that I don't feel like I can share any of it because it'll be found on the internet. And it is what it is. If I go to court and if I can, I will. But at the end of the day, I'm so proud of that. And little did I know, like, my dad got to see me in my best, like, literally. And I'm so proud that he got to see me write for the newspaper and do things, because my dad really was the person that believed in me. Hey, Jeff H. I truly know there's so much more that people don't understand about trafficking. And it's a real problem in college towns. Like, and I don't know. It just is really bothersome that I feel like I can't truly be me because of the fear I live in at this point. And I hope this too shall pass. The time of death, just Charlie, I believe they all were 12 o'clock, or that's the last I can recall. Oh, and I just had this flash up, you guys, and I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget to share this. Some of you would have seen this on I did a video about it, but it's very important to me. And before I forget, this link, if you guys will just check it out at best. I don't know how to make it look fancy or do whatever. I hope you guys can click it. This man is someone that I did a video about, and even Dr. Phil showed up in Texas to represent. And sorry, this is so off topic, but I'm always like that. Like, that's how my brain works. But I don't want to forget because I don't know that I'll have time to make a whole video. I need people to pay attention to this. This is an innocent autistic. Speaking of autism, and my thing just happened to scroll over it. He is innocent and he will be killed. He's fought and fought and fought, and people like Dr. Phil, many legislators in Texas have fought, and just in the last year they fought. I had posted about it. I did a video about it. His sheriff who accused him of wrongdoing, now turned pastor, is fighting for this man's life. So I would really just, if you guys would, please, if you read it, you feel compelled, please sign the petition, because this case, I can't say more. This is a lot like the case that I've been speaking of, that I've been helping with. But this man is autistic. And when you have many people and the law fighting on your side, I was shocked when I just saw this the other day, that they're still planning on executing this man. And even the sheriff who got him convicted, now pastor, says don't do it. Something's wrong. And so all I can do is spread the word and inform you guys. I just don't have time to make videos. Take me so long. And while my lives are not like heavily informed, whatever, it is what it is. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I appreciate the conversation. I feel like if people want to criticize me, they can. I'm not like, y'all don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. So I appreciate you for being here, but I'm not going to change who I am. And when I want to talk about things, I'll talk about them. And most of the time when I want to talk, I'm kind of emotional. But this whole thing has been very wildly emotional. And at the end of the day, my question is, what are we supposed to do? Like, many of us are not sitting here happy with the outcome of this case. And it's sad to me that any family that is happy, in my opinion, it's just because they wanted it to be over. And I think that's such an injustice, because it's not over. It's not going to be over until someone tells the truth. I love you, TK. Thank you for being here. I just truly, you guys, I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I feel all right. I mean, I'm a writer. I'll write whatever the hell you guys tell me to write. I just don't know who's behind me. I don't know what to do. I also firmly believe I have ties enough to get a letter at best to my congressman. If not, I'm fairly certain I'll be meeting with my congressman in the next month. Lucky for me, I have that connection, and I'm determined, no matter what, I'm determined to change many laws because of this whole YouTube thing. I just don't know. If I start a petition and y'all want to sign it for Bryan, I don't know what the thought would be. Do we need Bryan to get his case? Like, does Bryan need to go to trial? Does Bryan need to be exonerated? What needs to happen? That's what I need to know. Like, what am I writing a petition for? We would write it to Kash Patel. I don't know. I'll send a letter to I've already tweeted Kash Patel, Donald Trump. I've been tweeting them. I've been legit tweeting all of them for a long time, not just about this. Not about this, but about cyberbullying and the FBI. Something has to change. in this world. And when Facebook and the social media platforms don't care when children, like young teens, are offing themselves because of sexploitation and such, we've got problems. So why would they give a shit about, you know, people like me? I'm an old lady. Like, who cares? Like, I literally feel I will find something to write, and it will be, I just think that this isn't justice. Bryan Kohberger, if he did it, I would love him to sit down and tell me exactly what he did. He didn't do it. If he did, he needs to speak up and say who the fuck else helped him. But I know what I was told. I believe firmly, because I helped someone to this day who has admitted and confessed to a crime he did not commit. And the Innocence Project picked him up. So why would they do that if you're just guilty because you said you're guilty? That's not how the law works. That's not how the law works. So everybody with the small brain out there who thinks he said he did it. Okay, go fuck yourself. Seriously. I'm so mad about this because it's sad. It's sad. It really is sad. And I'm so grateful because I was like, was his family even there? And to see his mom and sister, but where was his dad? Like I've told y'all a while back, I think his parents are separated now. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Do you know what this does to families? Just losing a life screws with families. I pray to God every day for all of the families. I pray for Bryan, especially now. Every day I wake up and I go to bed, I say Bryan Kohberger is facing a prison bed, right? And he already looked a little messed up, right? So not only that, but I literally believe, I have to believe, my dog's so pissed. She knows when dinner time is. I swear to God, you guys. She's rolling around in her bed. Littles, I'm coming. Sassy. I literally believe, though, that now she made me fucking weird. I don't believe. I have hope. I have hope that all along I've been right, because a lot of shit I've said from day one has turned out to be right. I might have not vocalized it because a lot of it's sick, but everybody retired. Everybody's leaving, and the dominoes are falling. But who do they fall on when everyone leaves? Yeah, we have a prosecutor, a federal agent, ISP, and Moscow PD all saying, I don't know. We don't know. And so far, not one document I've read, and I've tried to get through many of them. I'm just not reading them to you guys. They are not saying Bryan Kohberger did this. It looks a lot more like other people did it. So I don't know if them bouncing out is like their way of, I'm bouncing. Now y'all can take care of what actually should be taken care of. But at the end of the day, isn't that a little sus? Everybody leaves. Everybody. And it takes, I mean, I don't even think Steve and their family knew what fully happened. And I'm sorry, but I believe it was a beanbag gun to Kaylee's face. After the shit pounded into my head from Tamara Terry, maybe we can ask Translucent. I mean, at the end of the day, what's going on is sick. And I think these people have sickly bragged about the disgusting, atrocious way they killed these people. because maybe a snuff film didn't make it to, production. I don't fucking know. The person I talked to said they were the photographer that night. And that's how they knew everything. So did the cops not look? I'm waiting to see where the cops look into 1122 King Road Clue. Who was Papa Rogers? It wasn't Bryan, so they say. So what the fuck? Who was it then? Because y'all have the capability to figure that out, do we not? So stop making us all wonder. Literally. Bubbly, if you're still here, who do you mean he's killed someone with disability for sure? And Molly go lightly. Sorry. I mean, no, never mind. That's actually a YouTuber. Never mind. Sorry. I like Molly Go Lightly. Is that her name? Yeah. Not her. Never mind. I love Molly Go Lightly. Molly Go Lightly? It just sounds weird. Listen, though. Listen, Linda. Like I tell my mom and she wants to punch me. You guys, there's nothing telling us Bryan Kohberger fucking had fucking shit to do with these kids. It tells us a lot more about every other kid with a rich ass parent that they're covering for. All the jacks in the world. Is that all the jacks? And I want to say, and maybe this might make sense to somebody. Early on, I was told something. And I don't recall what I was told exactly, but it insinuated something about the athletes, the Black athletes. And I ran with it. I sent Instagram messages to every Black football player on the Idaho football team. Which, being half Black, I can say, I've always said, I don't know why people that are Black play for BYU or Idaho or places of such, aside from, yeah, you get money, but why the fuck are you playing for someone that thinks you're the fucking devil itself? No thanks. Like, no thanks. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't do it. I don't care how. I would not do a lot of things given $1 million or any amount of money. However, in my mind now that I've learned that certain athletes lived in Queen Linda Lane, like Queen 500 Queen, where Jack Showalter also lived, I go back to, I wish, and I'll go back to my Twitter when I have time, because it's way back when, 3 years almost ago. But something about the athletes mattered. And now I'm wondering, and even my question is, did John Showalter let his apartment be like somewhere, like these kids let everyone run amok in their house? So did Showalter just have a free-for-all in his apartment too? Because why was there blood there? And I'm sorry, but I don't care what anybody says. Pav can say it all day. Showalter is not tied to this. Please prove to me. He was cleared so early on. How are you going to say that unless you're tied to Showalter? And I mean that. And I've questioned that from many moons ago. I want to know, why is Showalter being protected when I'm the one who found him in Vegas with Extreme Networks or whatever bullshit, pest control bullshit? Bethany and Dylan want to play They Don't Go Out. Yes, they do. Pictures in Vegas as well. They are not, they're victims in the courtroom, obviously. Bethany doesn't have the balls to show up. Why? And I don't feel bad for saying it, because I'm a survivor of something that could have killed me. And I literally, I will never believe you didn't call 911. You didn't do what grown-ass people do. You didn't do what a 5-year-old would do and call 911. What is the exculpatory evidence Bethany had? Nobody wants to talk about the truth. That's the problem with Idaho. You heard a firework, but you also heard a man, oh, it'll be okay. Dylan didn't hear the firework. Bethany did. Bethany is the one to be looked at. And Bethany better not. If I find a document that says she claims she does not know Jack Showalter, she's a liar. And there's a ask who to London. Hootie, 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 who. She fucking has the picture. I know she does. That's them in high school. Not admitting they're cousins, but I'll prove to you they're cousins. And I'll prove boobies on the ground wrong 100%. So is this cult or is it cartel? What is it? I don't know what it is. But what I do know is it's sick ass shit. And I'm over people hating on me because I have a fucking opinion. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm people that are telling truth. It's kind of sad because they want to shut us up. That's cool. Well, you can't shut up the truth. The truth will always prevail. And anyone. And you guys tomorrow or later, I don't know. I might go live later. And I might just put my link and see if anybody wants to come up and talk. Like, for real. Because I know little sassy lassie is about to get crazy. But I'm pissed right now. I'm just bothered. I feel like this whole thing is like, you're not going to make us look stupid. The strangers of the world who gave a fuck about these kids. Like, for real. The strangers of the world cared more, in my opinion, about what actually happened to these kids. So don't shame us if you get caught. I mean, I'm sorry. I'd like to know. I feel bad. I want Ethan to have a moment. Maybe I'll do that later. I don't know. Ethan deserved more than he got. Xana deserved I don't know. I'm not going to go into what I feel. I love y'all. I just feel like what happened here is not going to just get ignored. Bryan Kohberger is not going to be put away and just be ignored. Like, oh, bye, Bryan. Okay, case over. That's not going to happen. And if people think people like me are crazy, who cares? I don't care. What the fuck do I care? Seriously, for real, cool. I'm crazy. I've seen crazy on the internet and I'm not it, but that's okay. So for the people who are listening that are gonna then, and I know it's coming because I get it more and more. If you want to hate on me, hate on me. I will smile, I will chuckle, and I will say F off. And then I will say, thanks God for giving me another comment on my comments because you made me famous, basically. And I'm not famous, I know. Some dumbass will take that literally. This bitch thinks she's famous. Like, do you guys see how the world ticks and talks? It's ridiculous. I'm only as famous as I need to be, and I have people in my life that love me, so that's how famous I am. That's all that matters. Honestly, and I really don't give a shit. I appreciate each and every one of you who have been here, many of you from day one. I know I'm inconsistent, unpredictable. I feel like I'm telling someone that I'm breaking up with them. I'm not breaking up with you guys, but I am. Bubs, just do you, but remember what we said, okay? Please. And then just hit me up when you're ready. You ready ready. Because we all know it's fine. That's all I'm going to say. We all love you. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, bubs. And hit me up. And I'm not kidding, Bubbly, or me and TK. We're going to do it our way anyway. So that's how we roll. Anyways, I love you guys. My dog's like pawing at me. If I just want to say something, I guess, because I'm not here sharing documents with you guys. I'm not here being so professional, but like, I didn't sign up for a job to be document sharing professional. I signed up to be me, and I committed to myself. That's one thing. I will be me, and I am starting to write my book, and I'm not gonna not commit to be me. I love you. I appreciate y'all. And at the end of the day, the people who want to start shit and talk shit in every comment to every video, that's fine. I mean, God bless your soul and your heart. I don't care. I care if people are here and listening. That's all that matters. End of the day, who gives a fuck? I'm reading your thing, Bubs. Bubs, I think we'll talk, Bubbly. We'll talk because I have thoughts on that, and if I'm right and they're related, I have a lot of, remind me, Bubbly. I have my thoughts on this, and I already have like a drawn out thing about it. If it's family, if it's a familial thing, which I believe it is. But I do hope one day me, TK, Bubs, we can all talk. Because y'all think Linda Lane, that's going to go anywhere? No, it's not. It's only getting better. And y'all can go follow Bubbly, TK, True Killer Crime. And this is the beginning of a fight for truth. Even if Bryan did it, he did not work alone. There's killers on the loose, and you should all be very worried. If you have children, I'm worried. I mean, I'm out here talking about this shit. Fuck. I mean, and people on the internet think it's a game to talk about. So, yes, TK. Bubbly, I love you guys. We're going to talk. I feel like I have more spies than I have people wanting to say things. So I love you guys. My dog needs her food. She hears it. Her grandma's actually here making it right now. And we're going to talk. I love you, Pitbull Mama. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. I will likely be back tonight. Yeah. Littles is looking at me like, no, bitch, you won't. I love you guys. I'm going to feed my kid, and I love you. Thank you for your support. There's so much to talk about, and I appreciate you guys letting me just vent about the entirety. Thank you. Right. Thank you. I already have a libel, slander, defamation lawsuit of my own starting because of that. So I'm trying very hard. But thank you. I appreciate that because it is important. And I mean, if anyone wants to sue me, I will say that sue away. Yes, I think Bryan is before I go, yes, I will answer that question. I've said from day one, A1, Bryan's a Fed. I saw that dude. I said, that is not a killer. He's a Fed. Everyone's called me crazy. I did my homework. Bryan said, I can't wait to be exonerated Because guess why? The federal Supreme Court has to exonerate an agent working undercover. He will be exonerated. But guess what? We will likely never know. Never know. It's awful. We'll never know. So I've had to sit at peace with. And let me say one last thing, because I remembered what I was told. You guys, if we hear, and it likely might happen soon, if we hear, and I'm not saying don't believe it, because we have to fucking have it proven, but if Bryan Kohberger is said to be gone in the next couple days, we have to not just react and believe it, because I thought I prepared myself for that, but we have to be prepared to hear that and then figure it out. Don't let it hit your heart, and it'll hit mine, trust me. But I'm just warning you guys. I'm just warning you guys that that's very well something that we're about to hear soon. And I think that that's part of the plan. But I personally have to follow my own advice. I can't freak out, which I will. But I just remembered that when I was reading the comments, and I just want to tell you guys, we'll come together, we'll talk. It's not, hopefully it won't be the truth, but what is the truth, and will we get it? Maybe Bryan's going to be dead and he's alive. So that's how we have to decipher. Love you, bubs. I'm going to go feed doggy. And yeah, I think there's a big story to come. I just hope we're all alive to, at the end of the day, hear the story at the end. I love you guys, though. I'm going to go feed littles, and I probably will be back a little bit later, later. I love you, bubs. Love to chat with you. You're my favorite. You and TK, both of you. We will talk, though. And bubs, don't forget to tell me. I love you guys, though. Thank you all for being here. Please hit the like, subscribe, hit the fucking don't like. I don't know. Is there even a don't like anymore? Do what you do. I don't know. But I appreciate those of you who are here. I hope we get the truth. I do too. I hope I'm not 80. I'm tripping. I'm turning 40 next month. And this case has really fucked with my head. So I'm figuring out what's next for me. And yet I still fight for this situation. So I just pray those fighters of us, we get justice and answers before any of us have our day. I love y'all. Have a great, wonderful night. And Littles is pawing me. She says she loves y'all. Mommy has to go. We love you. Okay, bubs. Okay, I'm gonna text you as soon as I feed the dog. I love y'all. Have a great night. And I'm not young. I'm having a midlife crisis, and I said I wouldn't be in this spot where I'm at, and I still am here, but I'm alive. Pitbull mama, and life's hard, but it's harder for others. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and maybe 40 is the new best part of life. Who knows? I love you guys. Little says she loves you guys, and we'll talk soon. I'll be back maybe later. I love you guys. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Bubbly, we'll talk. Love you. Love you, TK, too. Love all of you.